Tasks that feel like mountains are one of the most common experiences for children with ADHD. To many kids, a simple worksheet, a short reading assignment, or even the instruction to clean their room can feel overwhelming, almost impossible, as if they were standing at the base of a huge mountain with no idea how to start climbing. What looks small and manageable to parents, teachers, or classmates can feel enormous to a child whose brain processes tasks differently. This is not laziness or unwillingness. It is about how the ADHD brain handles planning, organization, and motivation. Executive function skills, which involve breaking tasks into steps, remembering sequences, and staying engaged until completion, work less efficiently in children with ADHD. That is why a small request, such as putting toys away, can spark resistance, procrastination, or even emotional shutdown. When a child feels overwhelmed, avoidance often becomes their natural response. They may push the paper aside, refuse to start cleaning, or wander away to do something that feels easier. Parents sometimes mistake this as defiance, but the reality is that the child does not know how to get started. The brain with ADHD tends to view the entire task as one giant block rather than a series of small steps. Imagine being asked to eat an entire cake in one bite. That is what a math worksheet or a messy bedroom feels like to a child with ADHD. The brain says, too much, too hard, and instead of starting, it freezes. This is why chunking is such a powerful tool. When a worksheet is divided into 2 or 3 problems at a time, or when cleaning a room is framed as, first pick up all the books, then the clothes, then the toys, the task suddenly feels smaller, lighter, and less overwhelming. Each small step provides a sense of progress, and progress builds momentum. This approach teaches children that tasks are not impossible mountains but hills that can be climbed one step at a time. Another effective strategy is using visual checklists. For example, a simple chart that shows, Step 1, put away clothes, Step 2, make the bed, Step 3, pick up toys, Step 4, vacuum. Each step can be checked off, giving the child a clear roadmap. Visuals help externalize what their brain struggles to hold inside. Instead of relying on working memory, which is often weaker in ADHD, the child has a concrete reminder of what to do next. This reduces stress and boosts confidence. Timers and short work periods are also game changers. Asking a child with ADHD to clean their room until it is spotless might feel impossible, but asking them to clean for 5 minutes with a timer can feel manageable. The ticking clock gives structure and an endpoint, reducing the sense of endlessness. Often, once they start, momentum carries them further than expected. Parents can also turn tasks into games, like, let's see how many toys you can put away before the timer rings. This adds novelty and stimulation, which the ADHD brain craves. Celebrating small successes is essential. Many children with ADHD hear constant criticism. Why didn't you finish your homework? Why is your room still messy? Over time, this erodes their self-esteem. When adults shift the focus to celebrating effort, progress, and small wins, children begin to see themselves as capable. Saying, I love how you finished those 3 problems, or, great job putting all the books away, reinforces the idea that every step matters. Success is not only about the final result but about building habits and confidence along the way. It is also important to recognize how emotions play into tasks that feel like mountains. When children feel overwhelmed, frustration and anxiety can take over quickly. A child may cry, get angry, or shut down completely, not because they refuse to cooperate, but because the emotional weight feels too heavy. Creating calming strategies before tackling tasks can help. Breathing exercises, short movement breaks, or even a quick positive pep talk can reset the emotional state before the child begins. A calm brain is more able to face challenges. Teachers can support this in classrooms as well. Instead of assigning a long worksheet all at once, teachers can give a few problems, check progress, then give a few more. Instead of saying, write an essay, they can break it into stages. Brainstorm ideas today, write the introduction tomorrow, build one body paragraph at a time. By structuring tasks this way, teachers reduce overwhelm and give children the opportunity to succeed. Parents and educators must also understand that motivation works differently for children with ADHD. Traditional rewards like, do your homework now so you can have free time later, may not connect strongly enough because later feels abstract. These children live in the now or not now. That is why immediate rewards, like short breaks, stickers, or a quick game after completing a step, are far more effective. This does not mean bribing children constantly, but rather meeting their brains where they are, and gradually building tolerance for delayed rewards. One key idea is teaching children to use external supports. Planners, sticky notes, alarms, or digital reminders can help them remember steps and deadlines. Parents can model this by using calendars and to-do lists themselves, showing that everyone needs tools to stay organized. Over time, children learn that using supports is not a weakness but a smart strategy. It is also worth highlighting that what looks like procrastination is often a struggle with task initiation. Getting started is the hardest part. Once momentum builds, children often surprise adults with how much they can accomplish. This is where gentle coaching helps. A parent might sit with the child for the first few minutes of homework, offering encouragement and guidance. Once the child is engaged, they can often continue independently. The key is not to hover but to provide the spark that gets things moving. Families can also turn overwhelming tasks into shared experiences. Instead of telling a child to clean their room alone, working together for a short time models cooperation and reduces the feeling of isolation. Saying, "I'll pick up the books while you do the clothes, and then we'll do the toys together," shows the child that they are not climbing the mountain alone. Over time, as skills and confidence grow, the child can take on more independently. Big tasks will always feel more challenging for children with ADHD, but with the right strategies, those mountains become manageable. The goal is not to remove all challenges but to equip children with tools that make challenges less intimidating. With chunking, visual aids, timers, positive reinforcement, and shared effort, children learn that they can climb any mountain, one step at a time. And when they reach the top, the sense of accomplishment is even greater because they know how hard they worked to get there. In the long run, these lessons go beyond homework and chores. They shape how children approach challenges in life. A child who learns to break down a messy room into small steps can one day learn to break down a big project at work. A child who learns to celebrate small wins can grow into an adult who recognizes progress rather than only perfection. These skills become life lessons that build resilience, confidence, and the belief that no mountain is too high to climb.